I got into a premarital argument over these dresses. I remember. You were wrong. Oh, wait. Yeah, that was at a wedding. You got so much shit. She was harder than wife.
All right, Nick. You can cut that for me, please. Hey, Dog Days! You guys ready to get this comedy show Roast Battle Royale started? Huh? Woo! Yeah, we have. Oh, there's the cops. We're already on fire. All right, we haven't even started yet. Okay, we are missing one of our players, so we do have a fill-in for him in the meantime until he gets here. My name is Joseph Rogers. I'll be your host tonight. So basically the way this is going to work is each comedian is going to come up here in round one, and they're going to each do a 5-minute stand-up set, and then their teammate is going to say positive things about their set, and then the rest of panel comedians will have 1 minute to roast their set. So we'll just make fun of that set. Round two will be a tag team face-off, where those bells are, and each team will have a player come up to represent their team. I will give them a topic to roast each other on. First person to ring in and tell the joke gets a point. First to 5 points gets to tag in their teammate. First team to 10 points wins that round. Round three is friendly fire, where the teammates will then face off. Whoever has the best roast battle out of the two teams will then face off for the ultimate champion. So, you guys ready to get that show started? Woo! Yeah, we're gonna get this thing started. All right, so all the comedians, let's come out here to the panel area, if you would, please. And participate. Yeah, give it up for all the comedians that are here on time. This is the replacement comedian right here I found on the street. He looked like he'd be funny. I don't know his name. So we'll see how he does. All right, so the way it's going to work is team one is going to have their first teammate come up here, and they're going to do a 5-minute set. And then their teammate is going to give them a positive set, and then we're going to pass the mic around to the panel, and they're going to talk shit and roast them. So who is team one?
Team one.
Brock and Jordan is team one. Which one are you going first?
I'm going first.
All right, let's get up here. Jordan Hansen, everybody, representing team one.
Hey, what's going on, Dog Days? How you guys doing? So my dad, he's from like North Dakota, but he's from like the deep north, right? Like he was raised on like ice cubes and beef jerky and shit. But he likes comic book supervillains like a lot, but it doesn't really work with his like North Dakota accent. So these are going to be my impersonations of my dad as comic book supervillains. So the first one is Bane. You merely adopted the darkness, but me, I was born in it, raised by it. By the time I saw the light, I was already a man there, don't you know? The second one is Darth Vader. You know there, Lucas, I am your father. And together, you and I gonna rule the galaxy down. The final one is Joker. You want to know how I got these scars? Well, you know, I was riding on the Zamboni up in the ice rink by the Kmart. God, I love Kmart. Well, anyway, so I was riding up there. John took me out, and well, I had a few there, don't you know? And wouldn't you know it, my clumsy old bum fell right off there, and I just cut my face to ribbons. But at least now I'm always smiling there, don't you know? My mom left him. Nah, it's weird though, right? Because like when they were living in North Dakota, they were like happily married. Because like nobody gets divorced in North Dakota. Because like, where are you gonna go? But like suddenly, they like moved west, and my mom had like these grand dreams of becoming the assistant manager at like a Jamba Juice. And so like when a lot of you think Jamba Juice, you think like innovations in the juicing industry and like creative marketing. But I just think of like a broken home. Like I think of like my dad crying over like a Tickle Me Elmo, just like,
I could make juice there too, don't you know? It would have been good. I could have done razzmatazz.
Wow, that's pretty good. I recently started dating. Well, not really. I dated Tinder, but I haven't like swiped yes on anybody yet. Cause like, I don't like adventures. Like I don't like adventures, quests, journeys, escapades, events, happenings, or kerfuffles. Like I don't like any of that shit. I think what I'm trying to say is I like clinically depressed women. That's what I'm attracted to. Like the two sexiest words in the English language are why bother. Like I don't like women who like go out and do shit. I like women who like think about doing shit, but then they just kind of like lay there. But the problem is those women don't really get out much. So I kind of have to settle for functionally depressed women. Which is like the same kind of depression, but they like hide it to go out and do shit. And I was wondering like how you could become functionally depressed. And then I watched like an antidepressant commercial. Where like, you know, there was these, you know, women like riding bikes and eating cauliflower and like touching butterflies and shit. And I remember thinking, like, why did depressed people get to take these drugs that make them happy and then the rest of us? And so I've become functionally depressed. I don't know if you can tell, but I own a lot of condoms. Like, 'cause that's what happens when you like buy them but you don't use them. You like eventually develop a surplus. It's like the national debt, you know, you like look away for a couple years. And then you like open your closet and then like, oh, there's trillions of you. I recently watched a box of condoms expire. Not like one or two condoms, but like a whole box. Like 20 of them. And I don't know if you've ever like used condoms, but they last for like 5 years. Like these condoms were bought in April of 2014.
They're expired.
Yeah, well they didn't really expire, they kind of just became balloons, you know what I'm saying? You know, I recycle. I kind of like celebrate my own virginity every 5 years. But yeah, no, I own like a lot of condoms. Like my bathroom looks like a gay club. Like I'm pretty sure I'm operating my own satellite Planned Parenthood.
30 seconds.
I've been looking for like a lot of ways to like use my condoms, you know, but they come with instructions on the back, but like that's only like when you get someone that you can use the condoms on. I need like instructions before those instructions. Like one time I saw a girl at Panera and I was like, I could use some condoms on her. Because she was alone and she looked a little sad and I'm into that shit. I don't know. And I was like, I'm gonna say some shit to her and maybe she'll let me use a condom. And I saw her like looking at soup, right? And I like soup. I'm a big fan of soup. And then I was like, okay, I'll talk to her about soup. So I approached her with my hands like extended and open, right? Because that's what you do with dogs, but I figured it couldn't hurt here. And then I looked at her, and then she like looked at me, and I was standing there, and I was shaking, right? And I was like, she was like, so what's up? And I was like, soup. And I didn't get to use a condom. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's my time. I'm Jordan Hinson.
Brock, now you get to come here, get over here, and you get to say real quick some positive stuff about his set. He's your teammate.
All right, give it up for Jordan, everybody. Now, Jordan's one of my favorite Bremerton comics, second funniest midget comedian. But no, he's really funny. I really like how he plays off the North Dakota accents, and I think it's creative. And the clinically depressed women bit is one of my favorites. So give it up for Jordan, everybody.
All right, here you go.
So before I say anything, I gotta reiterate, this is a roast. So things will be said. First off, I love seeing impressions right up front. Lets me know you're definitely not a hack. Wink. You know, you said that your mom was a Jamba Juice manager?
Assistant manager.
Assistant manager. She couldn't even make it to the top. That sucks. I gotta give you props on your sweater. That's a great sweater, man. It looks like you got it at Kmart, like during the Halloween costume season. Like it's the knockoff Freddy Krueger. It's like Freddy Booger, you know? But yeah, that's what I got for him. There you go.
You know at the beginning of your set, when you did those North Dakota impersonation jokes, you know how nobody laughed? That's because impersonations always work. I love that you hit the same punchline for a minute and a half. Just the fact that all of your impersonations sound alike, that was good. I'm glad that I know I could do your set after seeing Fargo one time. And just lastly, I really enjoyed that one of your jokes that I would like to reiterate again, I did not get a laugh at all. One of your jokes was just you listing synonyms. So if you don't make it in comedy, you know, you could just like get a part-time job working for a thesaurus.
All right, give it up for John and Keenan for doing their tight five on this, guys. Let's keep it tight, gentlemen. No, honestly, I'm a little drunk, and I gotta be honest, it took me at least a solid 3 minutes into your set to realize it wasn't the microphone stand telling jokes.
Why do you always look like you're gonna sell me insurance? Like as soon as you step on stage, I want to go, no thank you sir, I have a religion. And yeah, I was gonna hit the North Dakota fucking Fargo joke too, but Keenan kind of already peed on it. But I was a little surprised to hear you're still a virgin because you kind of look like you have HPV.
He got it from his mom.
Oh shit, oh that's right, he's your buddy. You're the reason why I show up 10 minutes late.
He was having a hard time figuring out you were a virgin. The fact that you used your dad and razzmatazz in the same sentence explained it to me. Along with the rainbow color assortment of condoms that you have in your closet. That much failure batting for one side, you may want to switch teams.
All right, give it up for Jordan Hansen one more time. All right, your next comedian, his teammate, everybody, give it up for Brock Toronto.
All right, how are we doing, Bremerton? You guys still hanging in there? All right, guys, thank you for coming out. So, I get asked a lot of dumbass questions. Like recently, I was asked, Brock, when did you know? And I really had to think about it. And I realized it was in first grade when the yo-yo man came to our school. Did this guy ever visit anybody else's school? No. Yes? Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Came to our school, told us how bad drugs are. Who here listening? But no, I'm stoked. So I'm watching him do all this cool shit with the yo-yo. And after the show, he's selling yo-yos. So I take my $5. My little 6-year-old heart's beating full of joy. I pay him $5, get a yo-yo. I go to walk, I put it on my finger, like the Ring of Mordor. I go to walk the dog, and it hits the fucking ground. But Eminem has a speech where he's talking to Proof, and he says most people operate down here when they need to operate up here. So I go to operate up here, go to walk the dog, same fucking thing. But this time it broke in half. And that's when I knew that dreams are bullshit. No, I do get asked a lot of dumb questions though, pertaining to my height. And the number one question I get asked is, bro, do you watch any of those shows on TV? No. I don't watch any of those midget shows on TV. Wanna know why? I own a mirror. If I want to look at a midget for an hour, I'll just stare at that. Question number 2, Brock, do you drive? Are you physically capable of driving? To be honest, no, I don't drive. Not because I am not physically able to, but because I got a DUI. So I'm not allowed. And I've been asked some dumb questions too, though. Like, I had this one drunk girl come up to me. She's like, hey man, do you have to sit on a stool to get head? She found out. This one guy, though, asked me a question and really had to make me think. He goes, if you were tall for a day, what is the first thing you would be? And I had to sit there and think about it, and I realized the first thing that I would do is I would tap my feet while taking a shit. Well, my feet don't touch the ground as it stands right now. One question that really pissed me off, though, is this guy came up to me. He was like, hey man, you're the right height. Do you suck dick? Do you have a stool? Oh, you do? Then fucking blow me. But no, as I said, I did get a DUI. And here's what happened. I'm coming from the bar, obviously the bar, not Bible study. And do me a favor, who here's drinking? We're at a brewery. Yeah. Do me a favor, don't drink and drive. I don't care about your safety because statistically speaking, you're not all good people. But I do care about your finances because I'm a good person. And here's what happened. I'm coming back from the bar, got the windows rolled down, Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf is playing, I'm feeling great, and I see the lights. And I'm like, oh no. So I pull over, I'm like, all right, if I can make the cop laugh, that'll smooth things over for me and I'll get away. The cop comes up to my window, knocks on my window. Excuse me, do you know why I pulled you over? Did you think I was a child driving? Yeah, thank you for laughing. He did not laugh. He just told me to step out of the vehicle. So I get out of the car, I go to the sidewalk, he grabs his breathalyzer, sticks in my face, blow. Which, wow, ladies, I am so sorry. I understand now. I mean, the least he could have done was buy me the drink that was about to get me arrested. So that being said, I'm under arrest for DUI, which stands for driving under the ignition. And I had the luck of being arrested by the one cop in Gig Harbor that drives an SUV. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. So for me to get into an SUV, I have to physically reach up and climb in. You can't do that with your hands handcuffed behind you. Which means I had to go, excuse me, officer. Would you be so kind and help me into the vehicle? And he did. He picked me up, put me in the car, and buckled me in like a fucking toddler. And then he took me to timeout for a week. All right, that's all I got. You guys are fun.
All right, Bremerton. Jordan Hansen and teammate gets to talk good about you.
So I'm nuts over Brock Toronto. It's because they're right here. You know? He's over there. I'm supposed to think of some uplifting shit to say about Brock Toronto, but all I wrote down was ladders. Nah, but Brock Toronto, he's the best midget comedian in Bremerton. He's also the only midget comedian in Bremerton. He's been attempted to be arrested a lot of times, but they rarely bring Fisher Price handcuffs.
Man, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay, you were supposed to talk nice about your teammate, Jordan. Jesus Christ. All right. We're going to start at this end this time. Go ahead, Mitch.
Oh, I loved it. First thing, take a a shit while tapping your feet. You gotta get out more. You could dunk, you could like run fast. There's so many things. Get a DUI without having to get picked up like a child. Dream bigger, buddy. Dream bigger.
You didn't even know that was a slam. Dream taller. Well, I'd say you fell off the rung on the cool ladder, but we all know you can't climb those. Did you say to give head or get it? I didn't hear that part, but anyway. Were you, when you got, I'm gonna add to the stupid questions. When you got your DUI, were you just slamming back thimbles? Just shit-faced. Do you think people are gonna take advice from a comic midget with a DUI? You've answered the question, what's better than winning a gold medal at the Special Olympics? Don't be Brock.
So I've known you for a while now, and I wanted to ask you something since the first time I seen you waddle on the stage. Is Santa Claus as nice in person as he looks on TV? You always go for the short jokes. That's really low-hanging fruit. Fair enough. How is it you can shop in the kids department at Walmart, but you're still always out of style? You dress like my grandpa.
Okay, there you go.
Hey guys, I'm pretty fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, it took me about 3 minutes into his set to realize that wasn't the microphone telling jokes. That's a callback, motherfuckers! That's a callback, you know. Hey, first of all, give it up for yourselves for being able to see over that chair right there. There's nothing wrong with your depth perception. And also give it up for Joseph Rogers for fucking moving those fucking stools away from fucking his thing.
Oh, gee. Thank you, Brock, for making the second comic up and then saying, "Are you hanging in there?" Just because it looks like there's a mountain in front of you doesn't mean these people are in cliffhanger. Also, Brock, you said the first time you fucked up with the yo-yos when you figured out dreams were bullshit. Wasn't it when you were 3 and you figured out you weren't going to get any taller ever again? Like well before you could use a yo-yo, you dumb bitch. Hey, does your brain work worse because none of your jokes make any sense? And is it just underdeveloped? Anyways, thank you very much.
Well, geez, everyone, that just turned mean. I'm gonna say thank you to Brock. Thank you, Brock. I've always wanted to know what it would look like when we left Joe Pesci in the dryer for 2 hours. And that's what I got for you. Thanks a lot.
Give it up for Brock Toronto, everybody. Oh, good. Everyone's such a good sport.
Short and sweet.
All right, so just a friendly reminder, $5 suggested donation. So on your way out or anytime during the show, you can put that in there. All right, so we're gonna keep that going with your next comedian, Team 2. Who's Team 2? You guys, all right. John Rice, everybody, give it up for him.
I like that as I walked up to the stage, Joseph was like right there. That's where it is. I thought I'd get a bigger laugh. All right, that's fine.
That's fine. I'll take a Brock-sized laugh. So, oh yeah, okay. Oh, it's a roast. Here we go. I'm gonna try to stick to material the best I can, but man, is it rough. So I live in Tacoma, where I have a roommate, which is weird when you're an adult and you have a roommate. It's like I gotta wait till the heater kicks on every night before I start jerking off. It's like I'm Andy Dufresne busting out a Shawshank every night. And my roommate, he does the same thing for me. There we go, yeah. My roommate, he does the same thing for me. Like if I have my man friend over to the house, by the way, I'm gay, get over it. And I have a man friend, by the way, none of that boyfriend bull crap. I have a man friend, we do manly shit. Like we'll go out, have craft beer, and then back to the house for butt stuff. Yeah. Because that's manly, people. Manliest thing in this world is a dick. What's manlier than that? 2 dicks. That's just math. But, you know, I'll have my man friend over, my roommate. He turns up the TV in his room to blur out all the fun sounds. But do you know how hard it is to give like a really, really enthusiastic blowjob while the theme song for Friends, you know, just fucking blaring? And I said, no one told you life was gonna be this way. It ruins my timing. The more you sound like this and you're gay, you get all the stupid questions all the other gays don't gotta put up with. Like, John, you're gay? I had no idea you were gay. I've never seen you do anything gay. That's crazy. And I'm like, well, that is crazy, because I've never seen you do anything straight, but I've seen how you react to spiders. And you never see me do anything gay. What does that even mean? Like, you never see me, like, drive my Prius or suck a dick? Both are pretty gay. And you can't tell by the fact I have a Prius and this hat. I'm an Uber driver. There we go. Late reaction. But yeah, sometimes I'll get a dude bro in my car. He's like, hey dude, what's up bro? Want to hear about me and my girlfriend last night? No, Chad. I know, and he never stops. It's always something gross like, oh, but dude, she's a squirter. Oh my God. It's like, Chad, if you like that, you should be gay because we're all that. That's just science. Here's one of my favorite questions I've ever been asked. Hey John, I know you're gay, but aren't you at least a little attracted to women? No, stupid. That's what gay means. And the follow-up question is, well, yeah, but John, would you ever have sex with a woman? Oh. Well, now this is a different question altogether. Because, like, I'm gay, but I'm still a man. And by that, I mean I once microwaved a cantaloupe and fucked it. I was not attracted to that cantaloupe. But I was there, it was there, we both had some wine, you know. It was looking juicy, I was feeling thirsty. But I'll end with this one. This is my favorite thing I've ever been asked. My favorite question I was ever asked was, what made you gay? What turned you gay? So my response was, well, what made you straight? When did you know you were straight? And here's his response, and I'm quoting here. Oh man, I knew I was straight as soon as I popped out of my mama. I'm like, that is so weird, because that's the exact same moment I knew I was gay. Remember, I pulled out of your mom. And right after I came into your dad. Okay, that's my set, guys.
All right, stay up there, John. All right, here's your teammate.
Well, I love John Rice. I appreciate having him as a roast partner because I know he's gonna be able to give it and take it.
It's true.
He's probably one of my favorite comic comedians. I've seen him become an incredible joke writer in the time that I've known him. His set tonight proved it. I mean, you guys were laughing. Remember that you were laughing. And he's just a good friend of mine, so thank you, John. You're hilarious. Give it up one more time for John Rice.
Thank you.
All right, let's start over here with the drum.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
I'm fucked up, as you know. and I'm straight, but I'm not that fucked up. I mean, shit, like, no, all right, fuck you guys. God damn it.
Oh, that's okay. I'm the one that slipped that in his drink. It's fine.
You know, when I first met you, I didn't realize you were gay. I just thought you smelled like ass.
Only these two. Only these two.
I was surprised to find out you drive for Lyft because you kind of look like the type of person that would finger me the second I got in your car. I am not surprised at all that you fucked a cantaloupe. Because you look like the kind of guy that would fuck a cantaloupe. You look like the kind of guy that would try to sell me rubies at a party.
I like that I heard from over here. Someone was like, that one was fair.
All right, you started off by saying you thought your first joke would get more laughs, and I say that about most of your jokes.
We gotta know. No, it's fine. He's just trying to be a little funny.
And, oh, god damn it. Alright, so you said you thought it would get at least a broad-sized laugh, which is low-hanging fruit, as stated earlier. And that's all I got.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna have short-term memory. I was worried. It's a roast, stop it!
John Rice masturbates with a tennis racket. John Rice is the kind of man that could turn a phone sex line into a suicide hotline. If John Rice had more public exposure, they would have had to rename Pride Shame.
That was good! Best joke so far.
Remember when gay meant happy? I'm not gonna say any shit from you, man, because I don't want to get a fight. You can take a dick, you can take a punch.
Oh God, I feel bad for your roommate. If you wait until the heater goes off to jerk off, I can only imagine why he's turning up the TV. And I can't get it out of my head.
Thank you!
Yeah, John Rice, everybody. All this gay talk reminded me of that time I slept on my thumb wrong. All right, everybody, give it up for your next comedian, Keenan Link, everybody!
How's it going, guys? You guys have you been having good weather? I've been out of town. Has the weather been good? Good? Alright.
Nice shirt!
Oh, thanks, man. So cool. Shut the fuck up forever. I appreciate that you're here to laugh. I don't want you to say fucking anything. My name is Keenan Link, and I just got back from vacation. It was really nice, and that's why I'm still in vacation mode, so I'm sorry I'm dressed like an idiot. You're gonna hear about it later. But I always have to dress like flip-flops, tank tops, or t-shirts because I'm half black, and I know you can't tell because I lived out here for 6 years, and my melanin's gone into retirement. My mom is black, my dad is white, and that just means that my dad was around. Black guy in the back is laughing at it, you guys should too. And my mom, not in the picture. Fucking go figure, right? And I have to get the sunshine while I can so I could even sort of pass for black, although now I'm sort of thinking about putting that in retirement. Trump's America and all. But I just had a child. You can clap for that or not. Honestly, don't clap for it because I haven't succeeded at raising that child yet. Wait till we're sure it's gonna live, and then congratulate me on being a father. Until then, I'm just a potential criminal. But we just had a kid, and so that makes her a quarter black, but she's got fair skin and red hair, so we're just not gonna tell her. There's no reason for her to ever know. We're just putting oppression upon her. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna tell her until it's time to apply to college. 25% is enough for all the scholarships. Oh, they're gonna be so pissed when they see that black girl. Looks like an Irish transplant. Oh man, these jokes are going way better than I thought. I was walking to an open mic over here down the street at Mobster Mike's Comedy Club once. RIP, it's now Shenanigans, which is probably a better place for comedy. Anybody who's laughing at that knows they don't do comedy over there. I was walking down the street in Bremerton. I was smoking a cigarette because I want to quit smoking one day, and spitters are quitters. I spit on the ground, and this homeless lady, she looks at me, and she goes, "Don't you spit on my ground, you honky nigger." And it was everything I could do to keep from being excited. because I've been mixed race for 29 years, and nobody's ever got it exactly correct. I think I'm just gonna go out on that, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, Steve, thanks everybody. Here's your teammate to give you proud moments.
I like that 3 comedians went up before me and you're still like, I don't stand up here, right? No, but I'm sorry, I should be roasted. I love Keenan. He's one of the, probably the first, second comics I met up here in Bremerton. He's always been super nice. He's funny. He's starting a family. He needs the money from this win. Give us a round of applause. Yeah!
Just sitting on the last part, the honky part. The one part of you did not get mad at that, I promise. There's only one part, but kudos to you. You got to get excited about that. I took a 23andMe. I'm also 0.8% African American. So, does that work to get into college?
It's like 60% or more.
Good enough, thank you.
I like how you do that.
Just under the bar.
16% or more.
Pass for black, you can barely pass for Jewish.
Keenan looks like if the hair, like the bald hair in the shower drain, grew a person. This dude's like fat as fuck. Like the only time he hears applause is when he jogs without a shirt on. Like the back of this guy's knees sweat.
It's mostly just ball and butt, but yeah.
Jordan's got a point. You're like one burger away from a Walmart scooter. I can use them.
I can climb in a Walmart scooter, no problem.
I had another joke. Here you go, Billy.
I'm not gonna make fun of your weight, because, you just keep breastfeeding, you'll lose that baby weight. Keenan, just because you're a dad does not mean you have to automatically wear the khaki shorts.
Practical, man.
I like how Keenan's set sobered me up. Nice. I don't know what it was like for you guys over there, but back here. I like how you look like you perform on the sidewalks of Hollywood as Seth Rogen. You're a fucking gay, dude. Get off me.
Seth Rogen or Fat Jonah Hill.
And that's it. Give it up, Keenan.
All right, team 3. Who is team 3? Team 3? All right.
Oh, shit.
Thank you so much, you guys. All right. You guys just walked these old ladies. Congratulations. I'm sorry, this is the roast. I had to do it.
He's got a lot of condoms at home.
All right, everybody. Give a warm welcome to Billy Campbell.
How's everybody like the show so far? All right. It's good to get out, man. I've been watching way too many murder documentaries lately. It's starting to fuck with my head. Like, I used to, when I first started watching them, I'd be like, oh man, that person killed somebody that's just so horrible. Now I'm like, man, they only killed like 3 people, man. That guy's not even hitting the bar yet. I just got done watching the thing on Ted Bundy, and out of all the horrible things that guy did, I feel the worst for his parents. Because nobody is ever gonna let them babysit ever again. Like, they have 4 other kids that never killed anybody, but with Ted Bundy, that's the hugest blemish on your resume as a parent goes. You never hear how great Glenn Bundy is doing. And it probably sets a bar for their friends and shit. Like, they're probably sitting around like, yeah, my kid's a fucking moron, but Johnny's kid's a boogeyman. I recently got engaged, about to get married. Thank you. So much more excited about it than she is. Let me tell you. No, it's great. I really like being engaged. I hated being single. You know, like I was bad at flirting for one thing. Like a girl would send me a nude one time and I really didn't know what to say, so I texted back, thank you. And I'm half Irish and half Mexican, so she likes to call me Leprechaun. She's mostly Native American, but she looks like she could get a suntan from a nightlight, so I like to call her Pocahontas. She's like, do you have to call me that all the time? I'm like, no, I can call you Sacagaway. No, it was great. First time she has two daughters. First time I met them, I fell asleep at their house and they drew penises on my face. I was a little disturbed on how detailed these fucking drawings were too. Not as disturbed as I was when I found out that the mom gave them the marker. For wondering about my thumbnails, I let them paint my thumbnails once a week to keep them from putting makeup on me while I sleep. I have actually 3 teenagers myself. I have 2 boys and a girl. And I've learned something when it comes to boys and girls. They go through puberty kind of in the same fashion at first. Starts with looking down, but from then on it's a totally different road. Like girls look down and they're like, oh hell. And then they don't want to talk about it. It's like nobody. Like I found my daughter's training bra in the basket one day. That's kind of how I found out about it. And I'm an asshole. And she knows it, so she was like instantly, Dad, don't make fun of me. And I'm like, dude, I would not make fun of you. This is a serious thing, baby girl, and I'm glad to know about this. It's like, honestly, it's good you have a training bra. I saw your grandma's boobs once when I was a little kid, and I know if you don't start training those things early, they fucking look wild. With boys, though, like they look down and they go, oh hell. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hairs. I'm a fucking man. I'm going to And it usually starts off with like a good night, you know, like they start off one night and they're like, good night, Daddy. And they wake up in the morning and they're like, what's up, Pops? And I started to notice something different with my boys when, like my oldest son, when all of a sudden one day he smelled like Johnson & Johnson baby powder, and the next day he smelled like somebody boiled hot dogs. And it was a fight to get him in the shower all the damn time. Like, at first, you know, it's like, dude, come on. You fucking smell like hot ass and Cheetos. And then all of a sudden one day, he's wanting to take 3 showers a day. And he's got a shaved head, but yet I'm going through an entire bottle of conditioner in one weekend. Oh yeah, he got a new hobby. And that's not something you actually get to talk about with him. He thinks he's invented it at that point. He's probably thinking to himself, I'm going to talk to Dad. He needs to know about this shit. This is awesome. All right, folks, that's my time. Thanks for having me.
Campbell, everybody. Woo! All right. And here is his teammate.
Billy, I want to let you know I was super excited to find out that you were my teammate on this fucking show, man. Because when I walked in and I saw everyone was here, I was like, holy shit, finally, another comedian is going to be on this show besides me. So I'm like, very, very happy about that.
All right, so first things first there, Billy. What are you wearing there? Those shoes, what are those shoes? Those cowboy boots?
Oh no, these are 2-tone wingtips there, baby.
See, they look like alk in my bone, you know? I mean, it's terrible, man. I thought they were cowboy boots from here. I had all these fucking cowboy. I was like, you look like Billy the Scrub, but I don't know if I can use these. You look like Doc Shitty Day, you know? Anyway, fuck your shoes. Moving on.
I'm glad you were Mike's partner because somebody has to be better than Mike. He hasn't gone up yet, but you guys will see. You'll do what I did during Billy's set, you'll take a smoke break. Even though most of you guys don't smoke, you'll pick up smoking after hearing Mike's jokes. When I met Billy, he always had like a slick back haircut, and so now he's jacking my style. Billy tried to impersonate me once to roast me, and it looked like if I had Down syndrome, that's all I'm gonna say. All right, that was mean, I'm sorry. I love you, Billy. Who's next?
I borrowed your shirt and it smelled like pepperoni for a week after that.
He smells like that all the time. I know.
Billy, you look like the before and after photo at my rehab center. Just letting you know.
Rock didn't get any better.
Okay, guys. But no, you talked about serial killers, which is ironic because you look like the guy that shot up the theater in Colorado with your hair.
That's just a fact. Watch this guy.
But no, those boots make you look like a gay troll doll. Just letting you know.
Oh, damn, that is all there. Gays in the audience. I like how the midget called you a troll doll.
He's got more shoes in our closet than I do.
That's all I
Billy Campbell's dandruff has a mayor. Billy Campbell's outfit came with a free side of low self-esteem. I don't know if y'all can tell, but Billy Campbell's teeth are fucked up. Like it's really easy for him to use a straw. Billy Campbell's never had to floss a day in his goddamn life. Billy Campbell looks like he ate out of garbage disposal. Billy Campbell calling himself a family man is like Macklemore calling himself an artist. You both just white trash saying shit. Shut the fuck up. I hate going after this cat, man. I'm like trying to give him pointers. Yeah, the black just falls out. He's not taking any.
I just love that you spent all your money on your shoes and not the rest of you.
I'm glad we all learned what the Geico caveman is doing now. Congrats on the engagement, by the way. When does she find out? That's it.
Billy Campbell, everybody. Billy Campbell looks like he doesn't know that he has hair growing out of his head. You're supposed to do something with it, Billy. Fuck. All right, everybody, bring up Billy's teammate, Mike Parker, everybody. Give him a welcome, Mike Parker. Oh, man, keep it going for these guys, huh? This is awesome, man. I ain't gonna lie, Billy, it was hard. It was hard for me not to say anything. I was actually hoping they were gonna pass the mic back to me. I was like, yes! Didn't happen though, it's fine, man. Yeah, I came here, thank you, Joseph, for bringing me here. I came here from Seattle. I took the ferry over, and not John Rice fan, but actually the boat. But, so, she liked that one, cool. You like that one? Oh, he's not even in here. What the fuck, man? What a dick, man. What a dick. Give it up for Jordan, looking like fucking Rick Moranis from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, right? Like, give it up for Brock for looking like he's from Holy Shit, Jordan Shrunk Me. You know, hey, I was sitting over there, I was like, I can't wait to say that. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, yes, I'm excited to be here, man. I love it here. I'm originally from Los Angeles, but I moved here from Florida. I lived in Florida for like 20 years. And people ask me all the time, why would you ever move here from Florida? And I'm like, have you ever lived in Florida in like July or August? Like September or October? November or December? Hang in there, guys. This is a 14-month joke. It's fucking hot. It looks like you feel that pain. Have you? Yeah, you live. What part do you live in? Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Oh shit, Jacksonville, man. Jacksonville is like the most dangerous place in the world. Not even in the country, in the world. Like, right? You know, what year? When did you live there?
Till 2010.
Oh man, like yeah. No, Jacksonville is so bad that I would have to drive outside of Jacksonville just to get around. Like I would avoid that whole highway, man. For real. I know, Jack, right? They got so many shootings there. Oh, it's so crazy. And it's hot, right? Yeah, all right, cool. Getting back to my material. All right, cool. But my comedy is actually a lot like Washington weather. There are a lot of lows. There are a few highs, and for the most part, people wish they were somewhere else. Was a beautiful day though today, right? Before I came out here, I decided to take my girlfriend out on Lake Washington. As soon as I dropped anchor, she went overboard. And it scared me for a minute because I was like, damn, I hope I tied enough center blocks for her. Relax, relax. I did. So I'm recently single. What's up, ladies? Hey, I got a boat. Great with building materials. No, I don't know. No, I've been single for a while. I don't know. I guess you can't be picky and ugly. That shit don't work. But I am a very faithful man. I will tell you that much. Not so much by choice, but because of that TV show Cheaters. You getting out of here? Right? I can just see it now, being on a date with another woman, and then my girlfriend kicks in the door with the camera crew and is like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, whoa, baby, baby. And then her mom is like, I told you she would catch us. All right, I'll do it. Oh, that's right, I'm a motherfucker. I told you I was from Florida. I moved here from Florida. We deal with a lot of hurricanes in Florida, so the other day I was trying to think of a way to save lives. So I said, why don't they just name every hurricane Jesus Christ? Right? Because then you just have a bunch of people waiting on a storm that's never gonna come. Relax. I'm a believer. I can say that shit, alright? Like, me and Jesus are tight, alright? Relax, right? He has a good sense of humor. It's cool. And he loves the gays. Don't believe the hype, okay, everybody? I promise you. Because, listen, when Jesus does come back, because I am a believer, I guarantee you out of his 12 disciples, 4 of them are going to be the queer eye for the straight guys. Like, I'm sure. Like, Clay Aiken's got to be in it for sure, right? Ellen, you know, is going to be in it. Listen, all 12 can be gay, and I'll be totally fine with that because I am an ally. Because my mom was gay, and my aunt was gay. And it wasn't until I was 13 years old that I found out that my aunt really wasn't my aunt. But, you know. No, it was cool having 2 moms, man. I love that shit, dude. Like, dude, I love the gay community so much. I love hanging out with gay dudes, man, because they're brutally honest. Like, I want to hire a gay dude to work the front door of my house so that every time I try to leave, he's going to be like, oh, is that what you're wearing? I'm like, yeah. He's going to be like, I don't think so. Go back up and change. I'm going to use them tonight, right? Like no Slim Shady standard. But, yeah. Like, listen, I love the gay community so much that I want to open up a chicken joint that supports them. And I'm gonna call it Chick-fil. Hey, like, open Sundays, y'all. Best believe it. Free, yeah, that's right. Free Chick-fil-A if you wear your Pride shirts, man. Believe that, man. Yeah, man. Happy Pride, for real. Yo, I got fired from a job one time, man, because I used to work for this marketing firm, and I did a little radio jingle for KFC. And at the end of it, I couldn't help myself because I'm a comedian. And at the end of it, I said, KFC, open Sundays, because the devil loves chicken too. Hey guys, my name's Mike Parker. Thank you so much.
There's Mike's teammate, Billy.
Woo! Man, it's always great to watch you perform. It's like you went on stage and after just doing like 2 lines of Coke and drinking a red line. You have so much fucking energy. It's a pleasure.
Does anyone have any Coke, by the way? Oh wait, are there any cops in the house? Should ask that question first.
So which should I pass this? Mitch?
How the fuck did you pull that off? You could not sit in a chair successfully 10 minutes ago, and you just did all of that. I'm amazed. You are in the wrong industry, sir. You need to be teaching people how to not get DUIs.
Much like our midget friend. Single. What a shocker. I I'm a believer, so I can say that. That's like, it's acceptable for Keenan saying I'm a nigger.
You didn't say that. He's black.
Well, he's only half black. He can say dude. Like,
Fucking hard. I hope I'm next.
Mike Parker looks like a New Year's resolution had a midlife crisis. Mike Parker looks like he dreams of being a stepfather.
I do, single ladies. Hey, put a ring on it. Works both ways.
Mike Parker looks like if a thumb was a person.
Straight in the butthole. All right, go ahead.
Mike Parker's face was the inspiration for the flat earth conspiracy.
All right, that's fair.
Mike Parker looks like Matt Damon from Team America World Police.
First of all, can we move that table and do that again so I can see you, please? Oh shit, I'm killing this midget. All right. Relax. I love Jesus, remember? Jesus loves the short people too, it's fine. Loves everybody. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you remember, do you guys remember before Mike went up and I told you about all the quiet parts that there would be? Think back to that. All right. Thanks for the local Jacksonville jokes up at the top of the set there. That'd be really great if I ever had the masochistic desire to live in Jacksonville. That was cool. Also, Mike Parker looks like a guy who just recently got acquitted of sexual assault.
Fuck yeah. Can I get another beer, Chandler, please? That's good. That was a good one. I was waiting.
Tell him later why it's funny, Mike. Mike Parker looks like every guy that I grew up with who would let me ride in the passenger seat of their car, and then would listen to like Biz Markie or like ODB, and then just use the hard R every time nigga came up. Like that was a valid supplement. Mike Parker's every guy who told me I wasn't black and then called Eminem the greatest rapper.
Hey, I like how Keenan is half black and half white because then he just talks through only half the movie. It's fine, everybody.
First things first, that offended me. But you see, Mike, I would love to comment on your set, but for most of it, I was in the bathroom, I guess, doing essentially the same thing you were doing.
It's just a share, dude. That's fucked up. Can you catch AIDS doing coke with somebody with AIDS or no?
No, you idiot.
All right, so then you're safe. All right.
You catch AIDS off of toilet seats. We all know.
That's where I got mine.
But yet the origin of his hepatitis C remains a mystery.
Mike Parker, everybody, give it up for him.
I like how Mike mentioned that his mom was a lesbian. My initial thought when he said that was that his mom's partner got cream pie by some dude and went and scissored his mom. You're the product of two females scissoring. Yeah, so it wasn't that good, you're right. All right, who is Team 4? Team 4, get up here, Team 4. Everybody, Johnny, give him a warm welcome. 5 minutes, Johnny.
Just 5?
Just 5.
At a time? I know what you're thinking. There goes a babysitter. Not since the trial. It's really sad because I tricked out my van. It was shooting out hard candy out of the exhaust. The kids were running for miles. I had to give up the van, but I was able to retain some finger paintings. So if you guys want to buy them, they're out in the other car, or what the DEA calls evidence. I don't know. A lot of things have been going bad for me lately. I lost my job as a caterer, and that sucked because I really love cooking. It's a passion of mine, like comedy and music and all that. But I was at a bris, and if you guys don't know, a bris is a Jewish celebration of circumcision. All right. So apparently it's not kosher to serve calamari at a bris. For those of you that don't know what calamari is, it's a little slice of squid that apparently looks like foreskin. So yeah, things haven't been going my way. I found out I was adopted. Yeah, that was fun at 47. A fucking nap. I got to meet my mom though, and it was really cool. It turns out that I'm one of triplets. That's fucking crazy, right? 2 more of me walking around, roaming around, trying to do comedy or music or procreate. Actually, it was twins, but he was schizophrenic, so it's kind of the same thing, you know? All right, I should have done some dumb dick jokes to fucking gauge what the audience needs. Here's a fucking dumb dick joke. So, my fiance came up to me and we were gonna get married, and she's like, Johnny, there's a couple things. I love you. You're great. You're very, very caring and loving and supportive. But there's 2 things that you need to know that I'm not okay with. 1, you don't have a job, and 2, your dick is small. She actually said it's like a mushroom breaking soil down there. And I was like, oh, well, fuck, man, I'll get a job. She's like, no, you're gonna take these pills and get that thing fucking bigger. So I start taking these pills, these natural male enhancement pills, right? And I think that I'm doing great and everything, and then it turns out it's just making my fucking hands smaller. I'm like, look at the size of this fucking goddamn huge. It worked out for me though, because I got pulled over for speeding one time, and as a comedian, I have a lot of smart-ass remarks for fucking everybody. The cop asked me, you know why I pulled you over? I was like, you know how stupid you look in those pants? Not the best way to start off. So he's writing me out this citation, and I was like, how long you been waiting for somebody to come speed by? He's like, I don't know, about 20 minutes. And I was sorry, I got here as fast as I could. So he didn't take to that, and he put me in the cuffs. And then I slipped out of the cuffs because of my tiny hands. And I escaped. So, natural enhancement pills will get you out of jail. Or currency, I don't fucking know. Man, what is going on with this fucking crowd? I'm dying, right? I'm giving you guys a bunch of fucking material. I'm trying not even to fucking think about it. Jesus.
30 seconds.
30 seconds? I still gotta get my guitar and sing. Fuck. No. So anyway, I was in Iraq. And Iraq's a very fucking lonely place. And there's a lot of communal masturbation that goes on with that. And you just get used to it. Yeah, thumbs up from the guy that has his back to me. You're probably in the Navy, right? With your back to me. So, you know, you deal with it. But we were on this convoy, and it was like fucking 12 hours, and we land in this base. And it's really fucking, we're tired as fuck. 12 hours, right? So we go bed down in the shitty fucking bunkers that they have for us. And in the middle of the night, everybody's sleeping, and I hear this fucking... And I'm waking up to this, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I just want to sleep. You gotta fucking yank it right now? And I'm fucking waking up, and it's that mid-range waking up and still sleeping. It was me. I was fucking humping the mattress. I dry humped the shit out of a fucking mattress in Iraq. And then I stopped. I cock blocked myself. I fucking didn't finish. So I'm just sitting there with my fucking head in my hands, fucking boner, just shaking my head, going, why the fuck did I not take the red pill? All right, what's the blue? Anyway, that's my time.
Yo, everybody. Woo, get up there, Johnny. Stay up there, Johnny. Here's your teammate, Mitch.
All good things. Love you, buddy.
Love you, brother. This is my, we were in Iraq together.
We were in Iraq together.
Thank you.
The good news that I have, he did finish. He thought we went back to sleep. We did not. That's what we got. That was the good.
All right, John Rice.
All right. Well, you did something, Johnny, I don't think anyone has ever done yet, and that's made me actually question my sexuality. I may be straight now.
I always want to help the neighborhood.
That's weird. I mean, just because I know the first and last thing you humped was not that dry mattress, or dry humps. You've done that a lot. But I just want to say thanks, because I've always wanted to know what it would look like to see one of the guys from Duck Dynasty bomb. So,
Johnny, you're sort of a reminder that not every death in Iraq would have been a tragedy. It would have been. Also, you learned about communal masturbation in Iraq. It wasn't in prison or when you got kicked out of the Sons of Anarchy.
Tomato, tomato.
Also, the fact that they didn't laugh during your whole set, I think, is rough enough.
Amen. Thank God I got my music career to fall back on.
Well, Johnny, I gotta be honest, if your comedy was anything like a musical band, it was a lot like ZZZZZ Top.
Oh, that shit was great!
Oh man, no, listen, honestly, man, no. I think, hey, you're really funny, and I think you're a cool dude. Thank you for your service and fucking bombing in both Afghanistan and Kitsap, everybody.
I wanted to say thank you for your service also. I always wanted to know what animal from the Muppets would look like as a real voice. You can definitely tell you're a drummer because you definitely look homeless.
Better than homely.
So you said your two passions are comedy and music. Hopefully music's treating you well.
It's not, that's why I'm here. So I'm gonna have to go back to ceramic engineer.
No.
Dishwasher.
No, you said you're adopted, which explains the white trash methy look. And you also look like you were too high to try out for ZZ Top.
Remarkably not right at this moment, but no. I'm trying to help you roast me, man.
You do
Throw
look
me
like a
fucking
homeless
bone.
cousin It, though. Homeless cousin It.
Hey, Big Harbor people.
No, you look like the one douchebag at a party that would bust out a guitar and play Wonderwall.
Here it comes.
Johnny looks like the crab from Moana. I don't know why Johnny grew that beard. His face doesn't need anything else that retains grease. Johnny only has tattoos on his right arm. He's got the mullet of tattoos. This one's for work, and this one's for party. I don't support veterans anymore.
All right, get Johnny O, everybody. Give it up for him. All right, this is the last comment before the end of this round, so everybody give a warm welcome to Johnny O's teammate, Mitch Oak, everybody.
That's not how that works.
And we're back.
Now it's a cordless mic.
Super hard to. Wow. Somebody fucking set me up. This is bullshit. So I've been feeling down lately, right? Depression, super fun, but I found something that works every single time. Going to Walmart. Just the times I've been there, I've seen fights, numerous. Who let a kid in? No, but I've seen fights. I saw a lady with kids on leashes. It's not plural on accident. It was one lady, 4 kids, north, south, east, and west, all going their respective directions. She's in the eye of the storm, just waiting for shit to break loose, clutching a box of wine. It's 10 a.m. No matter how bad my life is, she's doing a lot fucking worse. There's another time I'm walking up. I don't even make it to the front door. Lady outside, sitting on a bench. She's eating the bugs out of her hair, happy as shit. And it gives me a lot of hope. Because if she can be happy, I think I can be happy too. And I was in a really weird spot walking into Walmart that day. Going into that week, I'd never been fingered by anybody. Walking into Walmart that day, I've been fingered twice. I didn't know how to handle that. So it turns out, if you go to the doctor and as you're leaving, you tell them about your cool new party trick where you can pee for 3 minutes, and when you're done, you still have to pee. Not only will he not be impressed, but he's definitely gonna put a finger in your butt. It's a prostate check, right? And a prostate exam's a lot like the game Operation. If everything goes well, it's a quick in and out. Some people are even happy. If it goes wrong, you have an enlarged prostate, such as myself. It's like when someone hits the edge, except nobody else can hear it, and you feel that shit through your entire body. If you're lucky enough to have that experience when you're only 30 years old, good news, you're gonna do it again with a specialist. So I show for my second date. And I'm ready for this one, right? I know what's happening. I know that this doctor's hitting a home run right off the bat. There's no question. I wore basketball shorts. Then he hits me with this knuckleball. He walks in and he goes, "Hey man, I don't think it's your prostate." And I didn't know how to handle that. 3 days ago, I had a finger in my butt, and I made it a noise that I've never heard come out of my mouth before. And that convinced me that that's what it was. He tells me, no, that's not it. There's trauma in your urethra, which is your pee tube, and we're gonna put this camera up there and we're gonna find it. And I said, no, we're fucking not. I think you read the notes wrong. I'm here for a backdoor visit. I prefer we use that exclusively. Which began the strangest debate of my life. I never thought I would be in an argument where the winning end was me getting a finger in my ass, but here I was sitting in this office. Hey doc, ain't no way. Get back there, let's do this. If it's any consolation, I did win. And along with a prescription to Flomax, which I now pick up at Walmart, so I feel better about myself. That's great. There you go. There's about, I want to say 3 weeks ago, I got home, my dog came to see me, happy as shit always, right? And her ear was just sticking straight out. Normally they lay down, go straight out. She lay down, straight up. Something's wrong. I check it out. It is so swollen, I thought that it was gonna blow up. Like, I didn't want to touch it. My wife's like, I think that you should squeeze on it to see it. And I was like, no, fuck that, it's gonna make a mess everywhere. Like, it's happening. So I have to take her to the vet the next morning. I wake up, take her in there. They diagnose her, we gotta drain her ear, blah, 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 whatever bad shit. It's gonna cost me a lot of money, that's all I hear. Say, all right, so we're sitting, they call me up to the front. You gotta do paperwork, agree to pay $600.
At the end, they ask you this question, and I knew it was coming because I watched 5 other people answer it without even flinching, and it's been giving me anxiety for the last hour. And the question is, if your dog dies while under anesthesia, do you want us to revive her? Like, yeah, dumb shit, that's why I'm here. I'm not here for her to die. So I lean in quick. Yeah, of course. Everybody hears me, right? And I lean in. But what's that normally cost? And she tells me it's the cost of your animal's life. Which is the worst fucking answer ever. And when I went to the vet that day, I really thought that my dog's gonna get better. I'm gonna go there, her ear's good, we're gonna go home, everybody's happy. I had no idea I was gonna put a dollar amount on my dog's life. They forced me. $2,000, by the way. Doesn't mean that your dogs can't get sick, can't control that. It does mean that my dog only got sick once. Thanks, guys.
Good joke, everybody. Give it up for him. Here's your teammate, Johnny.
All right, well, there's a million reasons why I love Mitch, which is really weird to say Mitch because in the military it's Oak and Olander and shit like that. But, and I hope this doesn't get too personal, but the cool thing about Mitch is that he actually contacted me. He knew that I had done comedy for a number of years, which apparently I'm not learning anything because all you fuckers didn't laugh at shit, but he surpassed me in like 3 fucking open mics, but I'm okay with that because I got my music career. So, but he came to me and he was like, you know, his explanation of it, he came over and hung out one night and he was like, you know, after Iraq and everything, I got the fucking Boeing job, I got the 6-figure income, I got the beautiful family, I got the kids and everything like that, and I'm not happy. And it had nothing to do with the job, it had nothing to do with the kids or his wife or anything like that, nothing weird going on there. He just wasn't satisfied. And the last person, and mind you, the first gunfight that I ever got in with Iraq was with this cat. Not against him, but with him. That's a whole nother Oprah. But I understood what he was saying. He was trying to find something that spoke to his soul, to you know, just really make him genuinely happy. And he went out and he saw this on his own, and he started doing it, and he's killing it. So I fucking love you, brother, and I'm so proud of you.
Longest interval ever, right?
I need it.
Nah, I really like Stone Cold Steve Autism.
His night is not over.
Hey man, could you do me a favor?
Hell
Could you
yeah.
take off your hat?
You wrote the plan.
That's what I fucking thought. You look like a dusty, hard-boiled egg. You look like the reason I'm not gonna vaccinate my kids.
I fully support him not vaccinating his kids, by the way.
They can risk the measles. You look like a live-action version of Monsters, Inc.
Actually going to see that? Yeah.
You look like a hairless cookie monster.
I end up being dragged along.
All right, give it up for, what's your name again? Mitch. Mitch, give it up for Mitch. Everybody. Mitch looks like a pedophile, which explains the excitement when he asked who would let a kid into the bar.
Yeah, mine's not so sexy.
No, Mitch is the father of 2 kids, and if you look at his stomach, he's expecting a 3rd one. That's all I got.
Did you ever think after so many fingers you're not just going to Walmart for the groceries?
Oh, I've actually never bought groceries at Walmart.
You're just going there for the fingering?
I'm going there for therapy That's what it's called.
That's good, because you look like the beginning stages of Johnny's PTSD, or PTSD.
That would have been funny.
It would kind of look like Captain America gave up on life. I don't really want to talk too much shit because you're a vet, but I'm like, Johnny, you still look like you can kick my ass. So I'll pass the mic now.
Hey, first of all, I just want to let you know again, thank you very much for your service, man. And regardless of what you guys think about these two in the military, trust me, there are funny people in the military. I just want everyone to know that shit. I just want everyone to know it. But no, seriously, on a serious tip, no, really. If comedy does not work out, you are definitely welcome back at Bremerton High School to be their pitching coach.
Thank you guys for sticking around through our touching beginning season of American Idol portion. We got you hooked on the storyline. Will they or won't they make it? They're not going to make it. I've never wanted somebody to go back to Iraq more. During our whole set, I was just like, can we be recalled right now? God, as a team, it's just not looking good, guys.
I will go with that.
And then I'm just gonna pass it on to Rice.
All right. So again, you're a veteran. You went overseas. Did you go just to Iraq or Afghanistan as well?
Just Iraq.
Just Iraq. So that's why explains why you didn't have an exit strategy for the stage as well. But you were in the service now. We do appreciate you. Notice all the applause you got for it. Enjoy it. That's the only reason you'll get it. And have you ever Mitch? First off, Mitch is my stepdad's name, which makes this easier.
Do you want me to get behind you so that it comes out more natural?
No, because you're not my real dad. Get behind you.
Neither will he. He's your stepdad.
No, my real dad's the one that fucked me. It was the joke. Anyway, have you ever considered just going back to Iraq? Just going.
What would I take you? Yeah, I did. No, actually, while I was listening to you guys, I was like, God damn it, why am I here? Could be there.
Well, in that case, it was a plan when you go, take Johnny with you. Thank you.
Give it up for Mitch Oak, everybody. All right. Due to time constraints, we are going to have one more round. We're going to have the two winning teams of that round face off to determine the ultimate winner. So don't go anywhere yet, or go somewhere. If you do, be sure to throw some cash in here, because this is our prize money right here.
Ain't donation like a donation.
All right, so the two teams that won that round were Jordan and Brock. So give it up for Jordan and Brock. Get up here, you guys. And the other winning team of that round is Mike and Billy. Get up here, Mike and Billy. Get up here, guys. All right, so this is the way it's going to work, all right? You guys are going to face off, your team versus their team. It's going to be tag team, so you send up your first guy. I'm going to give you a topic to roast each other on. You ding in when you have your topic, or your answer to my topic, and then you give the roast. First one to 5 gets to tag in their teammate. All right, so get there, Mike. Billy, you back there. All right, this is getting sketchy now. Okay, we need somebody to spot him. That's for sure. All right, so this is how it's going to work. I'm going to give you a topic to roast each other on, and you ding in and give the answer. First one to 5 wins.
Come here.
All right, first one. First one, you ready?
Yeah.
Roast your opponent's face. That was close, go ahead.
But yo, your face looks like you should have been ID'd because you look like you fucking in a Halloween costume as a kid.
That was all right. I think you get a rebuttal on that.
You look like Matt Damon's autistic cousin. In the face.
One person.
Listen, no disability guilt jokes, okay, everybody? Just laughs or anything.
All right, here's the next one. Get ready. Get ready to ding in. All right. Roast something about your opponent's penis. Right.
Unlike you, I grew where it counts.
And it's still 3 inches shorter than mine. That's fine.
All right, next question. Get ready. Get ready. Ready? Roast something about your opponent's mom. All right.
Your mom is so ugly, when she go into a haunted house, she come out with a job.
All right. Brock has a chance.
Great fucking mama joke.
Brock has a chance to steal that one.
Your mom looks like she tried to abort you and you still survived.
All right, more laughter on that one. All right, get ready for. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Next one. Ready? Roast something about your opponent's girlfriend.
He already said he's still single and he's gonna die alone.
I think that was a no girlfriend joke. You have a chance to rebuttal that.
Okay, you actually look like my fucking sex doll at home.
Because it's dressed as a kid?
Yeah, wait, man, fucking. You should hear my playlist, a lot of R. Kelly.
All right, Brock.
I'm taking this comedy serious now?
Brock, you get to tag in Jordan, so get Jordan in here. Somebody help him down. All right. Alright. So, roast something about your opponent's nose. Jordan.
Mike's nose looks like an Olympic ski jump.
Mike, you have a chance to rebuttal that.
You look like, your nose look like you do cocaine in Idaho while being in Bremerton.
All right, you get to tag in Billy. All right. Get ready. Roast something about the way your opponent's dressed. Billy?
You look like a Jolly Green fucktard right now.
You have a chance to rebuttal.
Billy's dressed like his closet's an iPod shuffle.
All right, get ready for the next one. Roast something about your opponent's hair.
Ellen called and she wants her haircut back.
Billy's beard put in a Craigslist misconnection for the rest of his mustache.
All right, and last one, get ready. Put your hand on the table. All right. Roast something you would assume about your opponent's butthole.
I think it's seen more penises than a truck stop urinal.
Billy's butthole it smells bad.
I think that's what they do.
You got something, bro?
I will stick you in my butthole, you little fucker.
Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you, you little pedophile?
All right, everybody, here we go.
Hey, hold on, one last thing. Look, doesn't Brock's butthole look like it's bigger than Brock?
The butthole ratio to height is not right. The shit just rolls down his leg. All right, so here's the thing. It's up to you, audience. You determine who won. Do you think blue team won? Give it up for blue team.
Yeah! Woo! Oh, man.
Do you think green team won? Give it up for green team. All right, green team is the ultimate champion. Fucking picking him up like a kid. All right, everybody, we had fun tonight. Please throw us under the tip jar for those comedians if you haven't already. Thank you. We do shows here all the time. We'll go to Comedy and Kids Up online. Like that page. Follow us on YouTube and Twitter. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's play some music.
Yes, Mike, come here. We gotta get your picture with this girl.
Hey, let's get a picture of you, guys. Right here against the skyline.
We gotta get you and Mike a picture together. It's got your dress this thing.